Raz, like, we just got to get champs to be in a position to be able to fight them early. And that's going to be our recipe for success. So see if they can get in there to be able to fight early. There you go. Right off the bat, first ban, APA.
Already the recipe for success for Shopify right there.
Yeah.
And the Yeon ban too. This looks great.
Well, I mean, based on some of the more recent games, maybe you do give Quid Yeon, but historically, very strong champion. Team Liquid currently banning away the Varus, so focusing on the bot side for Bvoy. He played as Lucian, which is one of his signature picks, and I think limiting his champ pool also a great avenue for Team Liquid to get a Game 2 win.
So TL also really, really like Ashe Seraphine. The Melio and the Lucian are out, but the Caitlyn Bard answer is still really good. The Ezreal Karma is still available too. Do you feel like it would be still too early for them to jump on that, or is that first pick worthy?
No, I think it's first pick worthy. It just depends on team to team. I think there's also other stuff, like globally right now. Yeah, I was going to bring up the Cassio that was not banned last game, that you see a lot of teams first picking, like Quad picked it, I believe, first in Game 2 yesterday. So just curious to see where the TL Pro is down in Game 2, that stuff like Lucian Melio are out, which has been something that is is Yeon's. Like, I guess is like the most famous pick, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, if everything goes to expectations for Shopify, they're going to have first pick here on the red side, expecting more things like, saving that bot lane counter pick for Bvoy, unless they would just want to go for something strong early, like maybe take away the Ashe Seraphine. But Kobe, as you were highlighting, I like things like the Caitlyn and Bard into it, so they have options there, but at least setting up Bvoy to carry, he got them such a strong lead in game number 1, and then Seos was able to spill that over into Contractz in the jungle. I liked what Shopify did in the first 14 minutes. It's just the rest of the game that things kind of fell apart here, as right now it does look like they're hovering that bot laner, so they actually are going to go for Ezreal for Bvoy.
There's a few things that were missing from last game's draft ban phase. Like there's the Annie that's missing from the TL ban. There's the Ryze that's missing from the Shopify ban. So I'm curious to see if they're going to take Annie priority onto either of those two characters. Like Quid, obviously known for having a really good Ryze these days. Yeah.
Yeah, it's his most played champion by far there as well. And looks like it'll continue to be his most played champion. Yep. Now, the top lane or support kind of flex Anivia. They keep on hovering this.
It can go anywhere, even.
Jungle
you never know. Ryze might go top.
Yeah, there you go. You can do the switcheroo. All right, the Bard priority is a bit more real here. And again, back on the Ezreal pick here, even with Karma banned, do you feel like it has the same effectiveness? You can slot in Neeko or whatever. Oh, there.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
they definitely feel like it can, and they're going to take away the Anivia, which definitely can be played into the Ryze, but as you said, can be swapped around too.
Yeah, it could be top lane for Fudge on Shopify. We just expect it to not be support, as the Neeko is locked in as the pair with the Ezreal. So no surprise if Caitlyn's locked in. Caitlyn Bard, solid 2v2 combo in that bottom lane. And then we'll leave up top lane and jungle picks for Team Liquid later on in the draft. And there it is, locked in.
I like the theme of the Team Liquid draft so far. They got a strong bot lane with Caitlyn Bard. They're going to push them in. They're going to hump the turret. And then you have...
Is that an official term? Technical term?
Yeah, they're going to hump the turret.
Okay.
Yeah. And then...
I'm writing that one down.
They have the Ryze, which is going to try to push mid and just hover bot lane. So then the Caitlyn can just auto the turret, and then if everything goes well, they're going to have so much pressure within the game. So I'm a fan of the TL draft so far.
So a lot of people do like the Anivia side for the Anivia into Ryze. How do you feel about that one? Because I seem to remember you getting a solo kill.
Much earlier into this play, yes. Yeah. I have not gotten to play that matchup recently because it is often taken into other roles, sadly. Yeah. But it is quite good for Anivia. I think, especially as you get level 6, you just drop the ult on Ryze and you wall behind, and he's a mobile character. You can't.
Yeah.
You have to slowly walk out of the glacial.
Especially with phase rush gone now too. Like you're reliant on Ghost or Flash, basically summoner spells to get out of that type of situation. And that's kind of where we saw the Anivia first crop up, was in that counter matchup. Then it got flexed around and the shenanigans ensued. But I fully would expect Zinie to be piloting that one, and we will not see Olaf or Contractz. This was the big pick he carried on last week.
I like the respect shown here, because definitely was such a huge game for Shopify and for Contractz. So targeting down him.
It definitely feels like jungle is such a wide open pool right now. You have so many unique picks for different players. Like Contractz has his Olaf. Griffin, of course, has his wide variety of picks. But there's always so many picks right now that, like, even if you blind pick something common, like Nocturne or something here on the Shopify side, you really never know what's going to be picked.
Yeah, I mean, there's still like Jarvan and stuff, which is a lot of people really highly prioritize up there too. So we do get that Nocturne.
Yeah. So Nocturne not going to have the Orianna combo with it, so no knock waves, but still have a lot of damage following it up with Ace in the Hole, even Bard joining in. And I'm waiting for confirmation to see if that's a visual bug or that is a Scion ban. I'm hearing from production.
Okay.
So not a misban from Team Liquid. It is a Scion ban, so no Scion for Fudge in the top lane.
Thought you were talking about the literal bug that they're hovering
They
over.
are hovering a literal bug. Yeah.
Which, yeah.
And they locked in a literal bug.
And the reason is because it is good into Nocturne for the isolated 1v1. You don't always get your isolated 1v1s, but you can take over jungle. And if you're trying to have Contractz be the be the one that's getting you a lot of advantages, Kha'Zix is very good, especially post 6. You go for your invades, play on those brush, play on those isolated plays.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about with the weird jungle counter picks. Like, you blind something standard that you see all the time, which is Nocturne, and then get something that is Kha'Zix, which has been played, what it said, 0 times so far in the LCS.
And, I mean, who else to do it but Contractz? We've been harping this multiple times already, and it's only game 2 draft, is that Contractz is going to have to put on a carry performance for Shopify to get over the mountain that is Team Liquid, and they're giving him the tools in the bug.
Yeah, it's so nice because you can break tether multiple ways. Ooh, the Shen makes it complicated.
Yeah,
the Shen with the Nocturne here can just ride on in for the double dive.
Yeah. Even with something like Ryze, like you can Ryze ult and then Shen ult on top of Ryze, and you're gonna follow Ryze through the realm portal.
Yeah. That's fun. And also, it just means that anytime Kha'Zix finds somebody isolated, they're never truly isolated.
Yeah, you're never going to be isolated. The globals on Team Liquid are plentiful, to say the least. Ryze, Nocturne, Shen, and Bard all can pressure side lane so heavily. And if they do get success early with Caitlyn Bard utilizing APA's strategy of aggressively attacking turrets.
I believe he said a different term. You don't want to say the term?
Well, playing for plates, I think. I think that was the idea. Playing for plates, if they get turret pressure with Caitlyn
Thumping
Bard,
on the front door. I think that's what he said. All right, well, here we go. The Kha'Zix is exciting, but the answer of the Shen might just shut it down. Let's see if Shopify have what it takes to even out the series, or if Team Liquid will find their way to a 2-0 leading the series and looking for a potential sweep. Expectations could never be higher for a team like Team Liquid here, based on what they've said about their practice, what other teams have said about their scrims, and Shopify, again, sneaking into the lower bracket in playoffs. Heavy underdogs here. Make some noise, Riot Games Arena. Shopify Rebellion versus Team Liquid. Game 2 underway.
Shopify, they're trying to make it fun. They're trying to pull out some creativity. That's what you like to see. When you lose game number 1 so convincingly, you need to keep on using some unexpected strategies here. So bring out the Kha'Zix. We'll see if Contractz can get some isolated fights versus the Nocturne. Start to get yourself into some unsuspected brushes. You get the jump on somebody, and you can start to kind of snowball some areas of the map.
So I think, while we're watching the mid lane matchup, it can be pretty volatile early, but just from the jungle perspective, I feel like both junglers are just going to full clear down. Nocturne's going to want to get 6 camps. He wants to get level 6. Kha'Zix wants to get a few levels in his queue before he starts the fight. So I think it's going to be a pretty standard game, unless one of the lanes becomes way too volatile and something's too easy to gank.
Well, we'll be tracking the jungle pathing, but I want to talk also about what you see on screen here. This is part of why expectations are so low, is it's not just what we've seen on screen, it's what the players are talking about the teams as well. I mean, we had on pros, Berserker and Isles, talking about kind of the chances, Kobe, for Shopify Rebellion, and they didn't look great.
Yeah, Isles he couldn't even see a chance for Shopify to be able to win. And that was true in game number 1, but not necessarily true for the entire series, especially if APA gets his way.
But while we're at it, why not toss it to Raz to hear from Team Liquid coach Spawn?
That's right, Spawn. First thing to note of is actually the draft here. You got Shen, Nocturne, seems like a response to Kha'Zix. Thoughts on the draft, and your thoughts on what they're picking?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they've gone a little bit more scaling, and I think that they felt like they probably lacked options in the last game team fight because they didn't have any tools, so they've given themselves like great tools this game. They've got, Neeko to be able to engage Anivia is really annoying in team fight, and then the Kha'Zix brings a little bit of flair. Obviously, we're trying to shut that down quite hard by running the Shen, so we'll see how it goes.
I'm suspecting they're permabanning the Lee Sin. You might not have that for the series. And also, a lot of what was happening in the early game, tracking Josedeodo and like looking to invade quite a bit. Any thoughts on what that strategy is looking like?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny, right? The campaign to deny Jose MVP was launched with like 3 jungle bans coming at us now, like jungle tracking. Like, it's no secret that Jose's in great form, especially in the early game. So, you know, their strategy makes sense. It's something that we've seen now for weeks, though. So we're getting better at dealing with it as a team. So, you know, thanks to Lion for introducing it into the mix. And, you know, now the job's on us to kind of combat it.
What do you guys want to, what have you seen in game 1 and just in the prior series that you want to work on as a team?
Honestly, our energy. I don't know if you guys have heard any comms listenings, but we sound a lot more upbeat today, which is good. You know, we came into the year, said we wanted to play with some fun. I think we lost that a little bit in the last 4 weeks. So we're trying to bring it back. So hopefully we were able to do that today.
I like that. Sounds good. Good luck on the games. I'm going to send this one straight back to the casters.
Awesome to hear from Coach Spawn there. APA, I want to get your thoughts on either what he said or just how the early game's gone so far.
Well, I mean, of course, as a mid laner, I'm watching that mid lane matchup, and everyone saw Zinie just go down to 1 HP, just ticking down from the Deathfire touch, and it's so close. But even in the CS department, even though Zinie was so low, he's up a full wave already.
Yeah.
And it looks like he got another good trade, and I think the matchup only gets worse for Quid on Ryze. So I'm curious to see how Zinie can take this small lead that he has and see if he can balloon it.
Yeah, he was doing some really cool stuff on Anivia last time they played it versus DSG, where he was even like putting walls up in time to interrupt Pantheon W coming in for stuns on him and stuff. So definitely seems like this is one of the comfortable champions for him. That bodes well for Shopify. And junglers are just into their second full clears again.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, you know, we're looking for level 6s here, and that's when you can get pretty spicy with it. Kha'Zix, once you get your level 6, you have so much more kill pressure. So we'll see what they can do once we start to get junglers involved, because the mid lane was feeling like spicy, but they just get to walk it off for now.
I mean, for jungle, it's probably just going to be 2 full clears, and then it might just be a team fight for the 6-minute crab. Both junglers look like they're going to get level 6 off of it. So that's what looks like what it might turn into.
And we get a little supportal combat, but I don't imagine anything's going to come of that. CoreJJ just dropped some of the Wayfarer Shrines for Quid, picking those up, healing himself back up. But I like that you highlight the fact that it's a 6-minute crab. We've seen a lot of games decided at the 6-minute crab.
Especially on C9.
Like. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, you're very experienced with that one, aren't you?
It's a blubber crabs for a reason.
Vision over the crabs could be big. It's a bottom crab, the extra bonus of bottom crab being by the dragon with the level 6 possibility. So Team Liquid are investing their wards really early and going for the recall here to get your purchase off in time. Let's see. Here we go. Bottom side entry possible.
It looks like that control ward in the line brush. Yep, that was protected by Quid, so they will still have that one. As Zinie already used the TP earlier, Fudge will pop Dominus just to clear out the wave. And keep in mind that Morgan could always join in at a fight like that, then TP back topside. This is also the strength of the Shen pick, is that you can get around for these earlier game objectives.
I mean, I think we're about to enter into the 6-minute crab fight, but the Shopify solo lanes, they have some pretty nice CS leads already. It's only 5 minutes. Both of them have 10 roughly CS lead respectively. It's pretty good going for them so far.
Yeah, and it looks like they've made the call on Shopify. All right, we're not going to be able to contest this crab fight. So we are just going to go for Contractz. A little deep excursion here into enemy jungle instead.
We're just going to find nothing. There's nothing up there to do. He's looking at a yellow timer in the camp, and he's just waiting.
I love that timer from Morgan. He actually went for the reset, so if there was a fight, he could have ulted there, had his purchase and full health, TP'd back to top lane. As it is, he just TP's top, and now Josedeodo has Quid behind him to help out protect the invade.
Really scary, because Jose's 6 and the Contractz is only level 5.
Yeah.
Of course, if he gets a smite, he can get 6, but as the 1v1, of course.
Especially because he also knows, well, there's a Stand United. There's no way I ever want to, stick around there. So at best, as you're saying, it would be a smite and run for the hills. So gonna have to go back to his own side, and just pretty smooth opening here as far as Jose is concerned. But as you mentioned, the laning prowess of Renekton and Anivia going well for Fudge and Zinie.
That's where their advantage is being accrued currently. The jungle early game goes to Josedeodo, but it's not like it's the end of the game. Contractz still hits level 6 off of his own camps, and we'll just go back to that full clear that you had been talking about, APA.
And this is what I mean about the Ryze and Anivia matchup. Ryze has no mobility. He can't, he can't dash out of the Anivia ult.
Nice little Cosmic Binding right there, and that means heal used by Seos. Also used by CoreJJ, though, as Bvoy will answer with the two-shot barrage. So some trading in the bottom side, 2v2.
I mean, the thing about Shopify even winning ball lane like this is they're going solo condition. Like, look at Seos' condition. He's under half in both mana and health. It's hard for him to pressure because the Shen ult, the Nocturne ult, the Ryze realm warp, if he can get a move.
Almost going to be impossible to see a kill happen in the 2v2 bot side. Can expect more around either team fighting or maybe even looking at this top side. Is Fudge, the bigger advantage he gets, the scarier the Crocodile gets in that 1v1. And sometimes the answer is like, well, don't give the Shen the chance to ult somewhere else if you just attack the Shen instead.
Yeah, if he can output enough pressure up there, then it would open up Contractz to actually look for some plays and not have to worry about the Stand United as much.
Yeah. And even when Shen ults, if there's a wave at his turret, you know, there's a cannon wave at his turret, he's going to lose 1 to 2 plates.
Yeah.
He's going to lose that wave, might even lose some more minions on the way back. So if Fudge keeps pushing him in, it's hard for the Shen to ult, especially at this condition.
And again, if Contractz goes for a play, Kha'Zix has a pretty easy time of disengaging a lot of fights. He's so mobile when you have your ultimate and your jump. So they could do a play where they try and bait out the Stand United, get him to teleport away, and then back off.
Ooh, flash from CoreJJ answered by Bvoy. Looking for the flash Q into the wall, but Bvoy's fast enough on the reaction. Will he see Jose? Now stopping the back. Bvoy's going to need some assistance down here. Actually, we'll just TP up into the top lane and gets out of there.
Said I'm out of here.
Okay, so they're going to give up, you know, turret plates and waves and stuff for these grubs. Contractz is playing up to the top side of the map for grubs right now on the Kha'Zix. And TLAW are pretty happy with that. You get a bunch of money for your Caitlyn Bard up on turret plates. You're going to be able to get the dragon as well. And the swap even comes in. We're getting the Ezreal walking up top side after the teleport over there. He's throwing the Hail Mary Ezreal ult. If that steals, nah.
You'd have to also predict that they pulled it out of the pit. That would have been crazy.
See, it's really nice that with the trade that it's happening in 8 minutes for Shopify because now they have the grubs. And even though they're going to swap and Bvoy lost like a couple waves, probably a couple plates, he's not even top tier with the grubs. He's going to feel good about this when he starts getting his own plates back up as a reward. And you can see Team Liquid doesn't want to allow that to happen. So they're answering right now.
Wave's going to crash topside again. Shen, without the Titanic, just cannot really wave clear. So hurting to actually clear this one out. Team Liquid now have their bot lane answer up. And looks like the swap completes for Team Liquid now. Will Shopify stick around, or do they just go for the swap immediately again? Looks like so far they're sticking around, so happy to have the 2v2 transition to the top lane.
I think they're okay in the actual matching lanes itself. It's just they're always worried about, you know, the globals that Team Liquid has. But in the actual 2v2 lane itself, like you can see Bvoy posturing up, honestly, 1v2 when Seos is facing.
Yeah, and Fudge, his gold lead continues to grow here for Shopify. He's got the largest of the gold leads for him. Zinie's still doing quite well for himself, but the Renekton at a fully completed Black Cleaver here to keep on shredding, keep on putting the pressure. See if Shopify, you know, can make something on the other side too.
And we were talking about the advantage that Yeon and Core got just from the plates on the bot side. They have small gold lead, and now it's time to hug that top turret. As again, I believe was the technical term. Trying to shove this one in, and the Dragon's gonna be spawning at 330, but there's a Pop Blossom. Chain CC plus the damage. First blood to Bvoy.
Nice play by Seos.
Beautiful.
He just flashed Pop Blossom from the bush. Yeon has no cleanse. He can't get out if he doesn't flash react, and he didn't, so he's just 100 to 0'd from CC.
Yeah, Tangle Barbs follow up, and Bvoy's got more than enough damage with the Sheen completed, so... And suddenly that bot lane lead just gone in a blink.
Evaporated.
Very clean combo there out of the brush. They had Sweeper, walked all the way through. As you say, no chance for Yeon to move, but other side of the map, Fudge also still mining.
Yeah, I mean, you can see in this game, it looks like the Shopify solo laners, and now the bot laners as well, they're just getting plate after plate. Like mid-turret, if you look, it's down 2 plates.
Done on the Quid, Tangle Barb follow up, but he should be fine for right now. As the Swifties to walk away, and does just that. But yeah, Seos, now that the map's kind of opened up a bit, he's just trying to make action happen. Top lane, now mid lane. Imagine it's Neeko to be all around the map.
Yeah, I would assume, too, that you're, like, maybe they make a Nocturne play or something here on one of those bottom lane members that don't have Flash now, because it was a great play from Bvoy and Seos, but because Bvoy was left alone, he had to flash defensively, Seos then flashed offensively. So, you know, if TL is going to make a play, APA, you know, do you see them actually doing that, or are they just looking for farm, you know, we play to our game plan for a little bit later?
I mean, I don't think Team Liquid are, like, that outscaling. I know they have Caitlyn, who does scale a lot, but Anivia's a good scaling champion. Ezreal's a good scaling champion. Even though you don't see Kha'Zix that often, you run into a Kha'Zix in the mid game, he's gonna one-shot you with isolation. So I'm not too sure Team Liquid should be like happy with how this game state going. It looks like they're just honestly all losing lanes, which is something that's weird for it to see with Team Liquid when you think of them as these strong laners individually.
Yeah. I mean, to their credit, bot lane was winning until that one play, so I think a lot of it's still mostly on the solo lanes here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, whenever I'm Nocturne with a Hex play already done, you also have so much, you know, cooldown reduction for your ulti. I feel like they should be looking for aggressive move.
Oh. And then Shopify with the swap back, and then Bvoy snipes Yeon.
The tempo play. Yeon's got to go for a later reset here. Is now the flash stun from Fudge. Straight onto Morgan. Gets the shield back, and now taunts up onto Bvoy, who goes down. Morgan with the outplay! And the shutdown for the top laner of Team Liquid. It will be answered 1-for-1. But what a play.
Everything was going perfect for Shopify there. The early swap. They canceled the Caitlyn base. They're diving the Shen, and then Bvoy, no.
Temper Fate lands. It's just onto Zinie right now. Jose still has the paranoia. Now the stun will turn back in onto CoreJJ. Zeus was there. Wall up onto Yeon. Ace in the hole should not be enough damage. And Shopify get out for now. But yeah, to your point, AP, I mean, it felt like everything was in control of Shopify, but that one taunt from Morgan turns it around.
Yeah, everything was going right. And then now look at the, like, literally how the dominoes crumbled. Now it went from Shopify pressuring the bot turret, getting bot plates, to Caitlyn hitting the bot turret, and Anivia having to use TP.
I mean, Fudge does almost take down this top turret, so still big lead for top lane. Mid lane up about a wave, so still lead there. And jungle also with a lead now for Contractz. But you don't want to give away gold to a team like Team Liquid.
I mean, it's a massive top lane CS lead. Up 30 CS at 14 minutes. I know the matchup might not be that easy, and they swapped around a couple of times, but Fudge is playing quite well this game, I would say.
Yeah, this one is so sad because you could tell the coordination is not there. Fudge flashes in, and Bvoy's a little far away, and he ends up going for the auto and locked up under tower. He took the aggro here, did use the E, and so really good response from Morgan, but also kind of you're giving him that angle.
Yeah, does that happen a lot in scrims, APA, the double temple?
I mean, you can tell I'm a Shopify fan.
Yeah, true, yeah. They're really preying on TL's downfall. Not a lie. Top turret will finally go down as Fudge picks that one up, so still having a great performance himself. Happy you highlighted that, APA, that individually he is a massive lead right now, 1.2K for Shopify's top laner.
I mean, Zinie is also, every time you look mid, he's having such great fights on top of Quid. The bot lane.
Tempered Fate into the trap. Clone goes out to body block, and now the dive. Josedeodo plus Morgan. Bvoy has one Pop Blossom to help him out, but it is not nearly enough. Yeon on a killing spree now. Or rather with the first kill there, but there's the double. 2 picked up for Team Liquid as the dive is successful.
Okay, they finally use the aggressive ult and go for the dive.
I mean, this is just the TL combo that you want to see. You want to see the Nocturne ult and then to the Shen ult. And Ryze didn't have to realm warp down there, but he just ran down there because he had Prio. And you know, you can't defend a 5v2. Even though Morgan defended a 3v1, 5v2 is much harder than that.
Yeah, and there is a cost to it. Of course, you know, the rip out and a bit of mid push there for Zinie. But did feel like it was necessary to start seeing these TL plays.
Yeah, you got to get the ball rolling somehow. Even though it looks like a even-ish gold trade, you're getting the gold into the Caitlyn, which in my opinion is probably going to be your carry this game. So if you're Yeon, if you're Team Liquid, you're happy right now.
2 kills picked up, plus the plates here for Yeon. And now back with the gold lead. The only one on Team Liquid that has a lead currently. Seems to be the game plan is just get Yeon into a comfortable spot and let him carry as Fudge going for another fight onto Morgan. Once the Shen gets to Titanic Hydra, I'm always shocked at how much damage this champion can actually output in the 1v1.
Yeah, got a good reset there, get some good Qs. Speaking of damage though, Kha'Zix at 2 items. This is a dream state right now. Once you have your Voltaic as well as your Umbral Glaive, he's really got huge burst damage. You're spiking because you just got level 11. You just got your second evolve here. You have 2 item power spikes, so you are a demon if you can get isolated fights. You know, can get into some of these brush and unsuspecting places. We'll see if Contractz can actually do it. And then again, if they do stand united, you usually save your E or at least an R charge to be able to disengage and try and you know, bait one of those big cooldowns out.
And the downside of Yeon going for like the Ghost plus Flash is that you don't have barrier to kind of absorb that damage. And yeah, you have a Shen, but the Shen has to have enough time to move the mouse over your champion and then press R. And sometimes two-item Kha'Zix just doesn't give you that time window.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't talked about it too much, but Contractz also has an insanely massive gold lead. I know he got a kill on the gank he had, but 1.1k, he's up also 24 CS, 6 camps. He's doing quite good for himself too. This Kha'Zix feels so powerful. If you find him in the jungle right now, like we were just talking about, he's going to one-shot nearly everyone on the map.
Yeah, and you want to walk around, use your Umbral Glaive, clear out the vision, create some more spots that are possible for you to do that in. See if they can actually keep it up, but keep on farming up to his top side.
I mean, it just seems like a slow-paced game. I know it's only 3 kills to 2 kills. And yes, Shopify is up gold, but they're not really pushing the game forward too much. It looks like it's just going to come down to Drake fights if no one makes a big mistake on the sideline and dies to the Kha'Zix or Nocturne.
Yeah, expecting that Drake fight in a minute 50 time here. Also a reminder for everybody that we're back at the Riot Games Arena again next week. Tickets are on sale, so come check it out. Also get your tickets for finals in Arizona. Now, 1v2 top side. Let's see if Morgan can survive this one. Has the flash available. We'll go for the taunt, but the flash follow from Fudge will secure the kill. Jose's trying to answer 1 for 1, but that's a double to Fudge as the 2v2 goes Shopify's way.
Yeah, they saw him walk over that control ward right there, and they thought they could outplay it. Here we go. Rift Trail for the escape.
He's popping the Rift.
He's
Fudge is
getting
getting the
there
wave.
we go.
He might even be able to TP out afterwards if he's fast enough.
It's looking likely, or you could just go for the execute. No, CoreJJ is able to tag him with the auto, so that will go down, and that's more gold to Yeon.
But they're pushing 2 other lanes while this is happening. You see Shopify pushing mid and pushing bottom here, so there is a cost to chasing down Fudge, and Contractz was able to call his own Uber, get out of there. And so they get their kills, they escape the play, and the rest of the map also pushing increases the gold lead.
Yeah, I mean, I know it was a 2-for-1 eventually, but we got top waves pushed in, we got mid turret, we got bot turret, we got all the waves pushed in. They have good tempo now. They're resetting, coming back on map for the Dragon. Shopify is so happy right now.
Herald even went back top lane. And Contractz here, we see, it's been a while. We don't see a lot of Kha'Zix, but all-time very good record on the champion. This guy knows what he's doing when it comes to piloting the bug. Probably spent a lot of time in his backyard.
He's a bug cutter in Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. It's a good one.
I mean, he had a really good
Route
another R activation, so he was invisible, so didn't get finished off there. So really good job escaping from him. And he's been playing a long time, so through the metas, Kha'Zix has been in and out sometimes, so he's definitely dabbled there.
And now the Dragon looks like it's all Shopify's. Is currently Jose's on the top jungle, not going to contest this one, so the stacking will stop for Team Liquid, and Shopify will pick up the neutral objective for themselves.
This is what it must feel. It must feel really like just desperate or panic for Team Liquid. They have this full side lane comp. You want to play all 3 lanes, and you're only able to play 1 lane, 2 lanes really. You have to give Drakes, even though you're up 2 Drakes early. This game's quickly becoming harder and harder for Team Liquid. It's harder for them to get gold. It's harder for them to get resources. And if Shopify can find and punish 1 more mistake, the game can quickly end.
And Kobe, I want to go back to the man on our screen right here. When we gave expectations for how Shopify would do it, it was Contractz, it was Bvoy. It wasn't a lot of Fudge, but so far he's the guy that's really smashing his lane opponent and getting Shopify a massive lead.
Yeah, so far this year really has not been the year of Fudge. He's definitely been underperforming, even to his own expectations, I know. So this is definitely a really nice one for him. I feel like Team Liquid did pick the Shen a lot because of the Kha'Zix. And Fudge is like, all right, fine, I'll punish this 1v1.
They forgot about the factor.
And he has been able to, get his own gold lead as well as create some openings for the team. And Shopify in general have been very good at keeping up their pressure and keeping up the attack, so that TL have had to be more reactive.
And again, all that to say, still Contractz with the biggest gold lead individual for Shopify, also having a fantastic game too here. But I like to give credit and flowers when it's due. As now Josedeodo alone in the jungle, has to flash whip the pop, but they're able to tag onto CoreJJ. But Team Liquid, Morgan comes in, Tempered Fate onto 2, can't quite get in range as Fudge comes in for the teleport flank onto CoreJJ. That's the first kill in the fight over to Shopify as Team Liquid will full retreat back to their tier 2 turret.
They force them out. They can maybe even go to hit Baron if they want to. I know Contractz is low, so I guess they're not going to go hit it. But still a great play. They got the Jose flash, they got Bard's flash, and all they really used was Fudge's TP, and he's rewarded with a kill, so he's not even upset that he used TP.
It's a tough moment there, CoreJJ, as he tries to take the magical journey and goes straight into the pop blossom. He's like, I'm helping. Wait, I need the help.
Yeah, exactly. And they use their, look at that, control ward plus the Umbral Glaive. They clear out all the vision, so TL are walking in. As you say, it's kind of a delivery there, but once the Shen arrives, then Shopify, they have to buy time for Fudge's teleport, because it takes a little bit longer, and then the big crocodile is here so they can trap the rest of them.
And you can see in the vision in the replay, if you missed it, Jose tried the same exact thing. He tried a face check over top lane.
Zinie's going to get caught here. Uses the flash, tries to get the safety, and it will go into the egg, and with nobody there to help him, it looks like that will be Team Liquid with the kill. Who gets the credit? Shut down to Quid.
Yeah, Shopify, they were kind of hovering, seeing if they could jump on anybody isolated, but no opportunities. Wait a second, Bard's moving up to the control ward. Kind of see on the map, gets a little bit dangerous there for him, but does do a good job checking. And so it's just a good TL play.
I mean, every time you see Team Liquid make a good play, they get a kill on someone, they do this play, do that play, you always look at the rest of the map.
Yeah.
They're losing a turret here, they're losing waves here. So even though Zinie died, he gave over a shutdown to, was it Quid, right?
Yep.
They're not even that upset. Shopify still feels like they're firmly in control of the game.
Yeah, Fudge now about 2,000 gold ahead individually over Morgan. And that's always going to be the weakness of Shopify's composition when compared to Team Liquid, is that side lane, having somebody alone pushing in a wave. You have to deal with the Nocturne, the Bard, the Ryze, the Shen, a lot of things that can get on top of you. So Zinie is learning that lesson here, and as long as Shopify don't give too many more windows like that, they still have a really good spot in this game.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting too, because with Seos having flash, there's a lot of opportunity for Shopify to make another big aggressive play, see if they can get that engaged. He's got flash and he has the arm guard. So Neeko definitely ready to make plays if they can keep up this pressure and then collapse again. The Dragon already is only 1 minute away. If you are TL, APA, are you thinking, we just push side lanes and it's only Dragon number 2, or do you actually want to try and collapse?
I mean, if I'm being honest, we're probably talking about how this game is difficult right now. We need some magic to happen.
Yeah.
So we would maybe be trying to pull Baron. We'd be trying to set up a cheese somewhere, which is maybe what you saw Morgan doing. He deployed through bot side, even though he didn't really do anything. Like, 4K gold is no slump, and it's not really like you're outscaling. Like you said, it's so hard to fight the jungle through Kha'Zix and Neeko. Like, Morgan can't even go to this ball wave.
Yeah, it's scary. The bottom jungle is dark and full of terrors here for Team Liquid.
Looks like they're doing the trailing play up top, so they have Ryze kind of show and push, and then Nocturne's hovering around there, see if they can, get any sort of pick or collapse, and nobody's going to take the bait on the side of Shopify. So Shopify's mid priority will remain, and it's so helpful then for them to be able to leak over to these other objectives. Dragon's up in 7 seconds, and so here's your possibility of the risky plays. They they close out the vision on Baron to make you think.
But no, Shopify actually walk in. They deny Team Liquid the attempt.
Yeah, very good for Shopify. They just
sure they keep vision.
Stop any type of trade. I think they firmly know they're in the driving seat of this game. They don't need to do anything funny. They just need to play Drakes, go back to pushing side waves, and eventually they're going to get Baron vision probably in a minute or two after this Dragon team fight might occur.
And speaking of the team fight, I want to take stock of the key abilities. No flash on Zinie, and I believe would not have the passive up by this point. Maybe will, but it would be very close. So that's going to be the target for Team Liquid as they're looking at Bvoy right now, taking a lot of chunk damage here. And Yeon's peppering him with some autos, and that's actually going to be a turret siege for Team Liquid. So they're taking their time as the Dragon started up by Contractz to just take the mid-outer turret.
I mean, all in all, it's okay for Team Liquid. Team Liquid's happy they got the turret, but you're still losing Dragon. You're not really getting much else. I'm just curious to see how the vision control is going to lead when Contractz eventually gets to the top side after his bot lane clear goes. Because he, like I said, he's the Umbral Glaive, he's the Neeko on top of him. He can just control his vision and wait for someone to face check. They eventually have to get vision on the Baron in some time.
Contractz even has the Edge of Night now. So 3 items completed, has not upgraded the boots. Now Jose will finish the second item. I was about to point out Jose had yet to finish a second, but slightly more expensive and also only just went for the reset. But still, big lead for Contractz right now.
Especially with the EXP, he's up 2 full levels. He's level 16 right now. He's the same thing as Fudge and Zinie when they have the EXP upgrades from Raw or the top lane quest. He's same level as them.
And keep in mind, the early game, that level 6, or rather minute 6 Scuttle Crab, he didn't even get that one. He went for the top invade, didn't get anything, and was kind of put behind. So Props to Contractz for still mounting the comeback, piloting the Kha'Zix to great effect so far. When I think about Team Liquid's chances, though, I still think that they just have that magic bullet with the Nocturne Shen combination, Bard to set it up in a side lane, even Quid can rotate around. Looking at members in Shopify that are not grouped together, that are in the side lanes, can be kind of the strategy for both of these teams when it comes to the jungler, but so many tools for Team Liquid to collapse on these side lanes.
Even if they go for the dive, though, I mean, Bvoy's gone for the Frozen Heart here for the Ezreal, for the extra defense. You know, and then the reduction on attack speed does help a lot.
CoreJJ rooted up by the Tangle Barbs. Zinie throws up the wall. CoreJJ has to flash to take the magical journey. The True Shot Barrage. Oh. Blocked by the Locket Shield. Core barely alive.
And this is what I mean with the vision control. They just set up there and just wait and wait and wait. Team Liquid has no vision on Baron. They can't just, you can't just give Baron away for free. You can't do nothing, so they have to throw their body in, and this time Core loses Flash, but who knows what happens next time.
Yeah, they're going to have to rotate these blue trinkets for themselves with Jose, Quid, and Yeon, because the ways of checking are very dangerous. Oh, they're making a play towards side. Look at the Ryze over here with Shen. TL trying to make something happen.
Fudge all alone does not have the turret to fall back on. Pops the Dominus early, flashes the taunt from Morgan. Quid with the Ghost will actually flash under turret. Misses the Q completely wide as the Shen ult will come in to save Quid's life. He actually walks back into the Realm Warp and will survive.
The Baron, though, the Baron there. Shopify are going on Baron. They say, okay, fine, you pick our bottom lane. They're going to go for the Baron. Teleport comes in.
Teleport in now from the top laner. Morgan joining up with the rest of Team Liquid. Watch for Seos. The flanking Ezreal, never expected here.
They spotted them out with the Scuttle Crab.
Yeah, Paranoia is coming in, and now they just turn on to the support here. Seos goes down, the Neeko taken out. And Team Liquid, they said, that's probably not an Ezreal. We think we're going to collapse onto them.
Woo, we're finally seeing the power of the globals come to effect. He'll say, okay, we're going to spread the map. It's really open right now. All these towers are down. So we attack side lane, and then we teleport back to the Baron, because we know you're going to try and start something on that side.
Oh,
there we go.
Continuing. Taunt from Morgan, had the control ward in the brush, and Bvoy did not expect that one coming, dying right at the Baron.
All right, this is what I mean by TL needs some magic. Quid makes a magic ball in. Then Shopify gets panicked, they try to do something. Seos makes a mistake, gets caught, then Bvoy gets caught.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this 4K gold lead that we saw just minutes ago, it's going to go to 0.
That's why Quid threw one of those Qs out to Narnia. Like, make your heart beat a little bit faster, you know, a little bit more adrenaline here in the plays. But yeah, so they started out. He goes for the big play. Blast cone in to fall for Morgan. Gets the flash initially, and Quid says, we are not done with this play. This is our hope in the game. This is our moment.
Yep.
They need to stand united after that to survive under
Sadly
the tower.
misses the Q, but all in all, still got the kill, so he's good. You can see Spawn probably racked in that Q miss.
Yep.
All good, still works. Still have to stand united so they can use that and then teleport back to the Baron to stop the play. I like the shout out on the Scuttle Crab there and being able to find the flanker, because that's what really chained it. Being able to get that kill and then finding the pick onto Bvoy brings us now to a world where TL have almost erased the gold lead.
Yeah, still a slight lead for Shopify, but it's just the top lane, and jungle, bot, and mid are the ones leading for Team Liquid. Yeon still 3-1-1. Quid now 3-0-1.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it right there with the headshot on top of Zinie.
Morgan, this is the ideal situation right now. Isolated member, but in comes Jose. That's Paranoia. Pop Blossom straight in onto the Ryze ult. Quid was trying to get in there. He's so tanky, though. Can they take him down? Temper Fate will save his life. Buy time for Jose to go forward. Core with the kill there, as now Fudge has joined up. Bvoy's dancing around. Fudge onto the backline, chasing down Quid. Magical Journey through onto CoreJJ, straight up stunned into the wall. And Quid on a rampage. Team Liquid hold the line, and Shopify crumble.
I mean, this is just demoralizing for Shopify. They had the game in control. They had everything going their way. They make 1 to 2 bad plays, and the game is just flipped. Now, Caitlyn's going to get 4 items. Ryze is going to get 4 items. They're losing the dragon. The game is just flipped on its head in a matter of minutes.
Oh my god, that was such a crazy play too, and the Bard ult coming in. Okay, it starts though with some decent damage being dealt to Morgan here. Bvoy and Contractz open it up, but then immediately the globals again, Realm Warp and Nocturne ultimate all arriving here, and Quid right into the middle, as you say, tanky, and then they get the Bard ultimate, which allows Jose the opening to flash in. He gets that kill. They move up. They get the taunts here on the backside, and even though you do get Morgan, Fudge is kind of left in the middle of all 4 of the rest of the TL members. So as strong as he has been this game, you can't do much in that scenario.
Back to live. Tempered Fate look from CoreJJ. Not going to find it.
The Measures on Ryze.
10 stacks, baby.
Ooh.
Quid's feeling good now. He's 4-0-2. He's got Ghost up. His Flash is coming back up soon. This is a strong Ryze we're looking at. Everyone talks about when Ryze gets Actualizer. Actualizer and Measures now.
He's going to be just one-shotting any member that steps out of position here. Fudge is going to have to buy a lot of space for Shopify, or maybe Zinie as well, just trying to outrange the Ryze. But Quid's been feeling himself so far. Outside of that 1Q that went a little wide. Had a fantastic game. As now the play is onto the mid lane here. Bvoy has to jump away, and Jose's going all the way under that turret. Will land the taunt, or rather the flea. But Bvoy actually is able to survive it. They lose the support. Now the Shen ult coming in. Bvoy's got to jump away. Sidesteps the dodge. Morgan's got the team behind him as they will take out that mid turret. And Shopify lose their support for nothing.
I mean, this is the power of the Team Liquid comp from, even though it doesn't look like they're that far ahead, from ahead, this Nocturne can just dive in and one-on-one the Ezreal, and then eventually when the Shen can ult in, it's a 2v1. Ezreal can't do anything. He has a frozen heart. Yeah, he's tanky, but he's not really killing the Nocturne.
Yeah, TL with a pretty good dive here, pretty good attack, opening up the mid lane now too, with the super minions coming out that way. And guess what? It's Dragon Soul in only 3 minutes. That could be a short 3 minutes. Baron actually even earlier than that though, at only 2. So we'll see if we can move up that timeline. Again, when Baron's on the map and you have the mid inhib down, you know, they can make some more of these map-wide plays and utilize the globals again to put this pressure back onto Shopify. Yeah,
I mean, even though Shopify did throw a little bit, they still have really strong members. You know, Bvoy is 4 items, Contractz is 3 items, Fudge is 3 items. Things still can go for their way if they get into the 5v5 and they're not picked off by the Nocturne Shen Ryze combination.
They just got to make sure that they get their setup for the fight. Because Seos also, he had that one moment where he was spotted around the Baron. Then he's the one that goes down. Now they're looking for the pick here onto CoreJJ. Kha'Zix will go wide, and they take him out. Zinie with the kill credit as the Realm Warp was thrown, but Quid not going to take it. So Team Liquid losing their support, approaching the Baron.
Yeah, Spawn's like, why are we checking? These brush are so dangerous. You're playing against a Kha'Zix and a team that has CC to go along with it. Neeko and Kha'Zix, so dangerous. And that's Shopify's hopes right now, is trying to play on these rush plays and use your control wards and use your Umbral Glaive to make sure that you are unseen in some of these pathways. So they do get a pick on the supports. It does not like completely change the game or anything, but it does make Spawn kind of mad.
Have you ever been on the receiving end of one of those Spawn reactions, AP? I know he coached you in the past.
100%, of course. I've probably done hundreds of things to make Spawn mad, so
hundreds.
That's like on the light end for Core.
Does one include what you call pushing a turret? No?
You mean humping a turret?
Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure if you were going to say it again, but you can say it. I can't.
It's like you're trying to get him to. You keep poking him.
You know, maybe. Maybe I'm fishing for it a little bit here.
All right. They are splitting the map, though. You get the Ryze split push. We mentioned how strong that Ryze is. And so he's going to get that top push going. Wow, bot side push here enacted from Morgan, too. And now Shopify, the lights go out.
Tempered Fate flashed by Zinie in the mid lane, but now focus onto Seos. He dies before the Pop Blossom. Teleport from Fudge straight into the Caitlyn traps. He's got a flashback to his team. Contractz will look to trade onto Morgan. Fudge trying to drain tank, but will fall. Realm Warp now from the rest of Team Liquid. Jose's going in. He's low. Zinie goes into the stasis, but Contractz and Bvoy just can't get close enough. The shutdown is there. Quid just does insane damage with the backup of Yeon. Double kill to the Caitlyn, and Quid leading the charge for Team Liquid.
Team Liquid might be pushing for the end here. Of course, Jose died at the end, but we still have a super fed Ryze, a super fed Caitlyn. They're going to one-shot these turrets if Bvoy doesn't get back fast enough.
He's going for the reset now. Back into the fountain. Contractz can't even get onto the wave. He's got to look for the jump in. Team Liquid 3v2 pushing. Take down the 2 turrets. Now members of Shopify are spawning. Seos is back on Summoner's Rift. And he's about to go back to the fountain. Bvoy's the one that goes down. Yeon is dominating Team Liquid. 2-0 lead in this series.
Well played by Team Liquid. Hard game to be down so much gold early game, but they fought back. They made some magic happen, like I was saying. 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, what a start for Team Liquid.